Hey Fight fans, Micah Frankel here at the Team Tapia press conference, November 17th. They will have a triple main event card going on. We're here to talk with Joaquin Zamora, who's had a long time waiting to get back into the ring. So how happy are you to be on the card now?
Oh my gosh, I'm so happy to fight right now, and I just hope that I can be. The thing that's hurt me the most in my career is inactivity. So I'm hoping and praying that the activity can pick up and I can finish out these last couple of years and ride out on just take my last shot at glory, man.
You've said you've had some trials and some tribulations. What's been the weirdest reason for a cancellation in the last year plus that you've been waiting to get back in the ring?
It's kind of funny. Like not too long ago, I got a phone call and this guy says, "Man, do you want to fight on TV?" And I'm like, "Yeah." "It's 10,000. "Yeah." "Where?" He's all, "Puerto Rico." I'm like, "Yeah." "Who is it?" Well, I didn't even ask who it was at first. I just heard the 10,000. I figured, man, I'll go do my thing. And I'm like, "When is it?" He goes, "It's Friday." This was a Tuesday. And I'm like, "Dude, don't even call me if you're gonna have fights like that."
Did you even get to the point of, well, at what weight class he wanted you there?
No, it was 150. I mean, I already knew it was 154, but he says, "Yeah, it's true." I'm like, "Dude, for one, though, I wouldn't be able to make the weight. I have to go without an arm and a leg." I said, "And two, man, it's just, man, you can't expect me to go to Puerto Rico in 2 days." I used to live there, so I knew, what the trip entails,
Yeah, getting everything planned out.
Exactly.
Okay, so that's been the weirdest thing. So isn't it nice now to be fighting at home for the home promotion?
Oh, man,
and what a relief is this to know the event will go through, they will find an opponent for you, it will happen.
Oh man, it's a true blessing. I mean, I knew that Johnny wanted nothing but the best for me and all the rest of the fighters, and I know that Teresa's picking up that torch, and she's doing the same, just as Johnny would have done.
In that, today was already an emotional day. How emotional of a day do you expect November 17th to be?
You know what? All the fighters, all the Team Tapia is going to be like super ultra motivated, whether it be training and in the fight. I mean, because, it's going to be like, you're going to hear Johnny yelling at us while we're in there fighting,
Right, you're gonna have that voice in your head. Yeah. Has it ever caught you yet, though, where you like look over and you're like, "Huh, never mind, gotta shake that off"? Like you actually hear his voice.
You know what's funny? Like for me, even to this right now, as soon as I drive up to the gym, it would just be a coincidence. But he would come outside and he would always say, "Joaquin!" He'd be screaming. He'd either be on the phone or just come outside. And man, I miss that, man. It's just like you always just expect that he's still gonna come outside as soon as I drive up to the gym.
So after a year of inactivity, these question marks, the hometown, the first Tapia event, what is the fighter who's facing you got to expect coming at him?
Just the best that I can provide that night. I mean, like I always say, I train the best that I can for every single opponent, and I leave the rest in God's hands, but I always come to win. And that's a guarantee. I always try to win. I always do whatever I can that night to fight. I'll do it. Just try to get the win.
With fights falling through, other guys have had the same problems. It gives you a lot of partial camps, and in all, it gives you a lot of time to improve. So where do you think people will noticeably see the improvements in your game?
I would say because Johnny had me working a lot and starting faster, because being a slow starter has always been an Achilles heel for me, getting dropped in the first round. I would just say defensively, and probably the angles have gotten better, and I'm going to continue working on what Johnny told me to do.
6 weeks now from the fight. What's the next 6 weeks going to be like for you? How many times a day are you going to be training? When does the weight cutting start? All that good stuff.
Well, and you know what? For me, I always just stay in shape anyway, so I'm just going to pick up the intensity just a little bit. Every other day, I already train 3 times a day anyway. Of course, I still have my job and whatnot, the family. It's more about cutting the weight right now. 35 years old, cutting the weight down, but it's coming off good now.
And you just put a mountain on top of all that stuff. You just added the work, family, everything besides that. How is there enough hours in the day for you to get all of this done?
People, they use the excuse that they don't have time. You just gotta make time, man. I make time for my family, my school, the work. I mean, you just have to make time.
All right, wanted to give you a moment also to shout out to training partners, sponsors, whatnot. try to get people out to the event?
You know what I mean? Just all my homegrown people. You know, I know all my people from Catchup County, Socorro County. They're all gonna come out. And my new home now in Santa Fe. Well, for the last 10 years, it's been my home, Santa Fe, New Mexico. I know everybody's gonna be coming out supporting. All the Team Tapia. And you know what? It's just gonna be a glorious, God-given event, and we're all gonna do our best. So just come out and enjoy the show, because you're gonna see some scraps, guaranteed.
Awesome. Can't wait to see it. Wish you the best of luck on your fight.
Thank you.
Everybody out there, remember, if you're in New Mexico, you don't have a good reason not to make it to Albuquerque. To the Crown Royal Plaza on November 17th. Come out for the triple main event that Team Tapia is putting on the event. And also, if you haven't already, signed up for the Nux Fan Forum. Ask fighters questions. Let your voice be heard on opinions, other stuff. Uncaged the warrior within yourself. Thanks for watching. Have a good night.